Okay, everybody, I'm going to talk about the line drawing assignment. In this project, you're going to create a black and white ink drawing using line, shape, contrast, and focal point. I'm really hoping you have some drawing paper at home and not just printer paper. I've seen lined paper for our drawings. This is an art class, and you should go out and invest in at least a $3 sketch pad from Walmart or Target or your place of your choice, or even the campus bookstore will have this stuff. I recommend a Sharpie, an extra fine Sharpie, but if you just have a gel pen or a rolling pen, that'll work too. In a pinch, a ballpoint pen is okay. Just watch out for big globs. So you're going to use your instrument to make a line, shape, contrast, and focal point drawing. So line, shape, contrast, those are part of the 1.1 chapter that you just covered. And focal points a little later, but we're going to just jump right in. So these are all good examples. This is sort of technically the 8 parts coming off the focal point. This is the 8 parts, etc. So this is the example one here in the center. So the first thing you're going to do is decide where your focal point is. A focal point is just where the eye goes in, is drawn into a work of art, and rests there. It contrasts to everything else. It seems to stop when everything else is going. It does not have to be the center. It can be just a small shape, an area, or just one specific spot. And I have examples of these. So for all projects, you probably want to start with a little design before you just jump right into the big one and possibly make a big mess or have to erase a lot of things. And you can see these tiny little thumbnails, we call these. These are, see the size of the eraser. They're just little drawings that figure out what kind of shapes you might want to use, what kind of format, where's the focal point. So you can see everything sort of stops moving here. They all go to this point. There's a whole area here. There's an area here. So these are all little tryouts, little designs that are possibilities, is what a thumbnail is about the focal point. You can work out all of your patterns and things ahead of time, but really you could just jump right into. All right, so if you have drawing paper, and I really hope you do, even printer paper, I prefer to look at a border. You're not going to be painting much at home, but in general, we put borders on everything in class so that it just looks more finished. Inside of the border, you are going, and I should say that you don't have to measure anything. Just trace your ruler or eyeball it, make it look good. That's fine. I don't expect people to measure at home. So you'll have your focal point. So in this case, it's this area here, and you can see the lines lead into it, but really you'll start with the point and lead out. So this is the area, and then there's at least 8 divisions. This is a lot more. You can do more. You can't do less. All right, so that's the thing. You're going to start with a focal point and 8 lines radiating off of it. And in the 8 areas, you'll create a design that uses the things from chapter 1.1. So you'll use actual lines, implied lines, organic shapes, geometric shapes, and negative and positive shapes. What we're really making here are what are called Zentangles, which if you've ever been on Pinterest, you'll know exactly what those are. Those are everywhere. And you can Google Zentangle, and it's, there's hundreds and hundreds of people making these things and posting them. All right, so just the chapter tells you there are actual lines and implied lines. You've already taken your inquisitive and all that. You probably know all this. There are geometric and organic shapes. So those are the ones you're going to use, a variety of shapes, and negative and positive shapes. So just to explain that, positive is always the thing, and negative is all the space and area around something. So in this case, for the chair, all of the little spaces that aren't the chair, and you can see they have their own shapes, this, those are the negative. So this is what a negative positive shape drawing looks like over here. It looks like what we call a silhouette. And don't be fooled by the black and white. We're using black and white so it fits, but that has nothing to do with it. That just seems to be what artists and art teachers use, are black and white. All right, so any design where you color around things will be a negative and positive shape. So here's some examples. All right, so these are both good examples of a focal point. You can see right here, you end here. And also these like reinforce the focal point, these circles. So there's the focal point and here's the lines coming off of it. This is just a very advanced, ambitious one. Yours could be a little bit more simplified. This as well, if you just use much bigger areas of 8 lines curving in or out. You know, this point could be up here and they could all curve out wherever. All right. So there's the point. There's the lines coming off the point. And now let's look and see at some examples of how to fill these, right? So this here is implied line design. It's also positive, negative, and they can all work together. That's fine. All right, this is an organic shape, geometric shapes up here, geometric shapes. These zigzags are geometric, organic, and then these two are negative, positive. You can see that they colored around them. This is negative, positive, organic shape. Same thing here. Negative, positive, organic shape. Same thing here. This has both organic and geometric shape in it. Geometric, geometric, organic, geometric. I think you can see. All right, so hopefully this is a relaxing, easy project to get some quick points. But really, Zentangle is meant to be, it has the word Zen in it. It's supposed to be very kind of meditative. And lots of people do these as a relaxing technique. So those are examples just from the internet. And here's some students' work. Here's the focal point here. And you know, the focal point can be an interesting area. It doesn't have to just be a dot. And you can see that they've created all their different things. Here's their implied line, geometric, organic, geometric, geometric. All right, same thing here. You know, these people wanted to make actual things. This one here, that's fine. I mean, they fulfilled the requirements and there's more than 8 here. So if you want to be creative with the format, there's plenty of Zentangles that are free floating like a star shape or a flower shape. That's fine too, because that will still have the focal point and then the 8 areas. This one here, it has 8 areas. It has a focal point. They just didn't radiate off of it, and that's, you know, that's fine too. That's just a creative way of doing this. This is something they saw on the internet, I think, and they want to use that format. All right, so I hope you have fun with this. Again, it should be done in ink, and it should have all of the requirements listed. Oops, these things. This these slides are on your module as well to look at. All right, please email if you have any questions about this. Thank you.